Hey Joe, just a quick one to go through this site to show you just how good it is. Now the site is called Nfold, and if you click in here, you'll see all the different areas that you can change in it. So you can change it, all the general layout here. You can change it to a stretch layout or a box layout. You can have the logo here and a top header or right side, wherever you want it. You can go into general styling to change the colouring, which is here. So if you wanted to change the prime colours, you can do that here. Or you can just choose a colour scheme that you like. Now I've done a little bit of changing in the site, a little bit of coding, excuse me, just to get the sticky, let me show you the sticky menu here to be black because you've got a white logo. So if I go here, if you use the transparent one, it'll sort of disappear. So see, that's like that, and when I scroll up, it'll go black so that we can do it. So I've done a little bit of coding in there to change it. But if we wanted to change this, you can do that very simply within the theme in here in your general settings here. Yeah, so you can click through these. You can have a play around with it. You probably don't need to. I think it looks pretty awesome the way it is. If you want to change your logo, you can do that sorry, your header stuff is in here. If you want to change your logo, that's up here in your general settings. So your logo is actually there, and it's just a matter of clicking upload and changing in there. So that's the logo dimensions. If you do put a larger logo in, you need to go into the header and adjust the sizes. So there's certain things that you need to do in different areas. So here, the slim, large, or custom pixels. So you can change the custom header height in here. You can choose whether to, in general, hide the header and title tags on pages. So that's this I'll show you here. I chose to show them on a couple, and on others I haven't. So see here, I've chosen to see that there, but I can change the colours of it easy enough. But if you go to audio, it's in there as well. Yeah, so there's songs, maybe I didn't have it in. There's one I didn't have it in. Let's go English here. It's taking a little bit of time, sorry, because it's loading up that stuff. Here it is, you see I don't have it in there. So if I want to add that, and this is the way I work in it, it makes it very simple, and we'll go into a page and I'll show you. I go to edit the page here, and then I make my changes. So this is very, very different. This is an advanced layout builder, and you can drag in, see I've got three sort of thirds here. All I do is I drag in a third from here and put it in, and there it is there. You can see that's dropped one down to another layer down here, see there? So I can delete that. So that gives me the size I want. So I'm going to delete that here, and I'm going to put a full layer in here, like that. Yeah. And then I go, so that's one full layer across, so everything on there is going to be a full layer. And I can drag into here anything I want. So I can drag text, I can drag a separator like a space, a header. I can go in here and I can drag images and videos. I can put a gallery in there. I can do anything I want just by dragging things in. So let's say I want to put some text in here. Drag the text in, like that. And then I just edit the text. Now I've put what you see is what you get editor in here, and I'll also put the font size in here before we complete this. But in here I can add whatever text I want, and I can choose whether it's a header. By the time you get this, you'll also have font size and font family in here, because I'll add that as well. So what you see is what you get editor. If I wanted to, I'll delete that. If I wanted to put in 2 halves, again I would just, or say 1/2 and 2/4, I can drag that there. Then I can get a quarter here, pop that there, drag it over to this side, like that. Or I could actually put another quarter in here if I wanted, and have a layout like that. Where did that go? Yeah. There it is there. So now I could have an image here and text. I could have a video in the middle, with some ads or something in the side. I can have whatever I want just by dragging the content in to use it there. I can even put a contact form in as easily as just dragging that contact form in there, which is what I'm going to do for you. In fact, I'll show you how to do that on another page. So let's delete these and go back to where we were, and that is back to what we had. So I'll go to Pages. We'll find a contact form. Not contact form 7, I don't want, I just want contact. I'm sure you've got a contact form, there it is there. And in here I could drag in, see now this hasn't been, I haven't redone this in the editor, or if I choose it, Advanced Layout Editor here, you see that it changes it considerably in how it's done, like that. Yeah, see? So it's very different. I'll delete the contact form here, sorry. That's just going into the editor, sorry, that's right. So I'm going into the editor, and here I can change the captions and everything I want in here. None of these captions come from what those other people did. So I might decide to have that in half page, not in a full page. Just one moment. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go on the page. So I want this to be a 2/3 of content. So I'm going to drag 2/3 into there like that, and I'm going to drag 1/3 in which I'm going to put the contact form in. So all I want to do is drag this content into there, and so that's all set up in there now. And then I'm going to put a contact form in there like this. And there it is. I can go and edit this text here. This is a short code from what the other guy put in, so we'll get rid of that to start off with. See what he's done here. Deleted her. We don't need that. Let's bring that up and sort of, I think we'll copy it all and format it to the left, and then possibly add that image back in here, this one, in that small there. I don't think I aligned it, so I can go in and align it just by clicking that like that, and that aligns the text around my image. So if I click Save on that, we now have that done, and we have our contact form in. I can choose whether to have a header or no header. So let's say I want to display the header in here. I can display the title and breadcrumbs, or the default is what we set it at in the settings, or hide both. At the moment it's hide both. The other thing I'll put in here is SEO, which you can choose your focus keywords and then add all your different bits and pieces, and I'll go to the home page and show you that. So I'm going to update that. When I'm working in it, I work on the page, and then I view the page here, and then if I need to go back in, I can just edit the page by clicking up here. So there we have it, our contact form, and that all done. I would probably, change that a little bit and make that a bit different. I'd probably get rid of all of this stuff and do it here. So let's edit the page here. Clicking here, I would take all of this out like that. Like that. I would probably, I don't know what I'd do. I'm not going to spend too much time, but I'll leave that in there like that. Now, what I would do here is I would get a layout, and I'd put a full width layout down the bottom, like that there. So, and then text, and drag my text in, like that. Click on there, and then I'm going to paste those links that we had here, and center them all, like that, and click Save, like that. So now we've got our text, our contact form, and our text. It's sort of like footer text is how you've got it. And then I'm going to click Save. and then we go back and look at the page and see what it looks like now. So view the page, and there's our page. You can put more content here. We could put a map in there if we wanted, so we could, if we wanted to, we could go back to edit the page. I would put another section in, another 2/3 section below that one here. So I would, or I'd just drop in, no, I wouldn't put another, I'd drop in the Google map here. Google map is in media file, I think, here. And I would pop that in there like that. See, now it's in that section. And I can now adjust the address that I want in here by clicking this here. So I'm going to put Flinders Street. Flinders Street, Melbourne, Victoria, country Australia. And then fetch the address, gives me my longitude and latitude, and then edit in there. I can choose the size I want it to be, so I'll go 16 is fine. Click that there, and now I've got a Google map in here. I could choose the height that I want that to be. I don't know how much space we've got here, but let's make it, leave it at 400 and see if that works. And then update. And then view the page now. And there's our map. Looks a little bit better. See, now we need a space in here because it's butted hard up against it, and it's probably a bit big. So I'd go back in and I'd edit again. You can see how you just go back and forward. I would want space in there. So I go to content here, white space, and I drag the space between the two like that. I would make that white space, or I could have it as a line, but I'll make it white space, and I'll make it maybe 30, white space, save, back into here. I think it's too big, so I'll probably go to 350. Oops, that'll make a disaster. 350, save, now save it, and have a look at our page. So you can see you've got a lot of flexibility where you can do so much in each page. It's a fantastic theme, and that's why I put the effort into doing it there. See, that's now got the space between it. We've got the image, we've got a little bit of content, and I think, and that page looks okay to me. I would probably put, contact page up here or something like that, but I'll leave that to you. I think it looks pretty damn good. The next thing was to go to our SEO, which I was going to show you quickly. So you can go in this way, but I'll go into edit front page because I do this as I'm building the pages, generally when I'm doing someone's site. You'll see here what I've done is I've made it Melbourne Premier Wedding and Corporate Band. That's a focus keyword I have. I could just have it as Melbourne Wedding and Corporate Bands, whatever you want it to be. Then all I've done is copy that into the title, the description. That should be a much larger description. I didn't go down to that extent. And I've put it into the content. So you can see here you've got article, is it in the heading? And you'll see that I actually named the page that here. I can name the page that, and I can edit the URL here, and I did. I made it exactly the same so that we had it in all the different areas. I actually did a little bit of a cheat here in that I put it, you'll see, where did I put that? Here, in white. I put that text here as well. I made it a header to tag as well, so I had it in the text in one of the paragraphs. That's pretty much what I did. The content was not too bad anyway. It was pretty good. But I tried to make the content as much as I could on this page work for Melbourne Premier Wedding and Corporate Band. You could change that just to Melbourne Wedding and Corporate Band, or Wedding and Corporate Bands Melbourne, and then you'd have to change your title, your keywords, and your description. You can see here that you need more text here. I would just generally go in here and copy something like this, because it's quite salesy, and I would pop that in here, slightly over, so I would just edit that. I would just put here Paris by night, I would get rid of that. Voted as would probably get rid of that. Put space in there, so we've got one character left, I'd probably get rid of that. Okay, look at that. So now we're right. And you can see it looks like Melbourne's premier wedding corporate band, charismatic, dynamic, and highly entertaining. Paris by Night voted one of the best wedding bands in Melbourne. That's pretty cool. So that works out pretty well, I think. That's how I edit a page. So you can see you can do it all here. You can actually go to the page analysis here, and it'll tell you where you can do better. On this it says there's no images appear on this page. There are images, but they're in different little under coding and stuff like that. The keyword density is 0.15%. That's only for that very specific keyword that we were looking at. Your actual main keywords are very, very good. They're actually quite high. So the ease of reading test is not too bad, and you can see the rest of it all is all pretty good. That's it, Joe. That's how to use your site. Hope you like it. Your contact form's in there, and I'll work on putting the phone number in the heading. All the best. Cheers.